What's going on, gentlemen? My name is Jack Scrimshire. I'm the founder of JC Grooming, and this is part 2 of our beard trimming tutorial. If you missed the first part where I made my beard look like this from a much longer length, then go ahead and click the button above or look for the link down in the description below. Watch that video first because that will show you exactly how to trim and shape your beard and set a new style. Now, the second part of a beard trim is trimming your mustache, and there are so many different styles of mustaches, I can't even begin to name them all. You can have the long one that covers your lips, you can keep it above your lips, you can have handlebars that curl out, you can have handlebars that curl out and still keep it above your lips. There are so many different options and so many different styles. So I'm hoping in this video just to give you a general idea of how to care for your mustache and keep it in shape, and then leave it up to you to figure out how you want it styled and the specifics of shaping and styling for your preferred style. For the most part, I keep a fairly standard mustache shape. I like it full, and I like it to cover just about half of my lip. When my beard's longer, I'll have it grow out and I'll separate it out and have it lay on top of my beard, but I've actually just trimmed my beard down to this length, and I'd like to kind of blend it in on the sides here, so I want to see how that looks. Now, the good thing about mustache trimming is it's super easy. There are two ways to do it. You can use scissors like these or mustache trimming scissors, which are a little bit smaller and tend to have a curve on the end so that you can really get it in there and get nice angles. And you can also use a trimmer, and I'm gonna stick with the trimmers today. I may actually come in with the scissors and clean them up, but for the most part this trim is going to be done using the clippers. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my comb and start to comb it out and really shape it to how I would generally style it. It's the same thing as a beard trim. You're treating it like a hedge. You want to just come in and clip away the stragglers and leave it at that. Now, I like to have it just touch my lips and maybe cover them a little bit with a little bit of a side sweep. So I start in the middle and make that nice part, and I comb it out to the sides and down. Alright, and you'll see on the ends here, this is that area that I was saying I'm going to blend in. So I'll show you how I do that. But first I want to focus on the middle part, because anytime you trim your mustache, this is where you're going to trim it. Even if you have handlebars, even if you have a small mustache, whatever shape or style you have, typically you're going to trim right here at the minimum. So what I do for that is I take my clippers and I face them sideways, and I just come underneath and trim away anything that wants to stick down. So let's get into that real quick. I don't know about you guys, but the hardest part about this for me is not to lick my lips. For whatever reason, every time I get my mustache trimmed, my first instinct afterwards is to go. So I've made a pass over and it looks pretty good. I'm going to just comb it out and make one more just to be certain that I've gotten everything that typically likes to stick out. Alright, there we go, and I'm going to make one more pass. Alright, so worst part, seriously. Alright, so now that I've got the bottom trimmed and I've got all those flyaways gone, I want to blend this into the beard a little bit. So what's interesting is my mustache actually stops probably about, let me get my comb, right about there. And everything underneath that is actually my beard that I let grow out to extend my mustache. So what I want to do is pull this aside, this actual mustache hair, anything above the corner of my mouth, and I'm going to blend in this stuff on the bottom. So just like I did with the beard trim, I'm going to come in from the top and just blend it out like this. It's a little bit more tricky, I feel. So here we go. Alright, so the way that I did that is actually very beneficial, because what I used to do is I would take this whole thing and I would just chop the end off. I would either pull it out and cut it with scissors or do something like that, and frankly I had no idea what I was doing, but I would end up with a disconnect right here and it wouldn't really blend in very well. So I've taken that underneath piece out. It didn't take away any of the fullness, as you'll notice in there, but now I get to take the end of my mustache where I still have these pretty long hairs. I comb them into shape and sort of blend it down with my beard, and I come over the top of that just like I would with my beard, and it blends it right in. Okay, so here we go. And you may have noticed, you probably really didn't hear any hairs cutting there. It only cut a few, but it just cut those extra long ones that really wanted to make it look disconnected. All right, now I'm gonna replicate the same thing on the other side, and I'm gonna comb it out, pull the non-mustache hairs, pull the mustache hairs aside, everything above the corner of my mouth, and actually on this side, there really isn't much. So I guess the last time I did this, I didn't do a very good job. So, okay, so there we go. So just a few hairs that need touching up here, and I'm gonna do that right now. All right, and comb this back down. Whew. Okay, that's the second worst part about trimming your mustache, is all the hairs that get up in your nose. Now I'm gonna come over the top just like I did with the last one and just blend that in nicely over top. And there we go, mustache trim. So a couple of other things that I like to do. It's actually not too bad right now, but typically I get a lot of hairs that stick out on the top. Actually, there's one that just popped up. So I have this really bad habit where if I feel one of those and it's tickling my nose, I'll pull it out, and that's so bad. So don't do that. Instead, we should clip them away or try to style them down, train them to grow downwards. But for I've been training my mustache for a very long time. For anything that's not already growing straight down, I literally have specific hairs that I know after a few weeks will stick up and stick in my nose. So those ones, I just trim them away. So what I like to do is just come over the top, just like the beard, and quickly take care of those. I don't even think I cut a single hair there, so pretty good. And then the last thing that you can do, and this is kind of like lining it up, is just if you have corners right here and you want to round them out or something like that, you can just take the clippers and go like that, and that is the mustache trim. Now I've got my beard trimmed, I've got my mustache trimmed, and now there's one step, and that is to line up my beard. Just like the mustache trim, I saved this for its own video because I think this is something that people do on its own as well as a part of a beard trim. So be on the lookout next week for a video on how to line up your beard. And guys, that's it for trimming your mustache. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any comments, anything that I can expand on, or anything specific to your beard, go ahead and drop a comment down below, or send us a picture on Instagram and ask us a direct question. We're happy to help you guys out. If you like this content and you want to see more trimming tutorials, grooming tutorials, and general lifestyle, style, and grooming advice, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to know when we have a video released. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching and for all of your support over this last year or so of us building this YouTube channel. It's been a lot of fun to put out content for you guys, and I see a lot of comments where you guys are saying this helps a lot and you've picked up a new piece of information, and that's what it's all about. I'm here to just help you and give you what I know and give you whatever tips I can to help you take your beard to the next level. So if there's someone that you think would benefit from these videos, please do us a favor and share it with them, and do them a favor and share it with them. And you'll also do yourself a favor because you'll look like the guy who knows it all and found the video first. So guys, thank you again, and until next time, I'm Jack Scrimshire with JC Grooming. Thanks for watching.